Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
As summer nears its end, Buildmore invites you to come and linger longer with discounted overnight stays. Now through September 22nd, save up to 30% per night. Summer is fleeting, but there's still time to make more memories and experience all the wonders Biltmore has to offer. Plan your stay and save at Biltmore.com.
Fortunately for them, their DJ neighbour, Matt Burgess, couldn't sleep.
My night, Jarrod Walsh, lovely bloke. He's been around for ages.
Oh, mate, Jarrod, I love him.
And world tennis number 3, Andy Murray even.
Well, we made it through one of the rockiest weeks, I reckon, as a trio. Yes, this past week, and we've lived to see another day as a podcast, which has been great. Jarrod nearly quit again.
This has been a week where I've received text messages from Matt Burgess saying, "You are turning our listeners against me." This is also a week where Matt Burgess blocked the Best Team Men Twitter account.
Justified.
It's amazing. This is also a week where our listeners are going, "Where's the multi? Where's Booze Team Men?" So our listeners are turning on us, and we love it.
Yes, absolutely. But we're here and we're going to give them what they want.
Yeah, there's a lot to get through over this round. We do have Booze Team Men coming out really soon as well. So there's heaps to get through. Boys, how's your week's been?
Yeah, much better now. You guys are here.
Oh, that's very reassuring.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been pretty ordinary before that.
Yeah, a bit of a shit week. No, it's all good. And it's been a fun week. A lot going on in the podcasting world, which we're super excited about. But just so glad to get Best Team Men and Booze Team Men back up and running properly.
Yeah.
We've got some things to talk about in front of us here. Just super excited.
We're all still mates, which is the main thing.
Yeah, well, we're work colleagues at the moment. We need to thank our sponsors at the start because we did that halfway through last week.
18 minutes in last week.
Yeah, because I got too angry about wanting to fight your dog or the father. So you can do it.
No, obviously, major sponsors Con and Lena, Conalina as they're known, at the Brighton Trophy Centre. Now, we'll go into a little bit more detail later on what they've done for us this week. Also, the Odd Sock Mob, another big thing we'll get to with them.
Yep.
Raising awareness and some charity stuff, so good on them. We'll touch on that a bit later. Leah Shifty Lizard, who provided the beers for the first Booze Team Men, and Andy drank them all without us.
Oh, yeah.
No, I've got some in the fridge. There's 3.
He gave us 40.
And last but not least, Steve the Pirate, the man with the greatest beard in the physio game at Mind and Movement Physio. So thank you guys for jumping on board.
He has some brilliant social media advice.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I told you when I first came in here that he's not just about physically looking after you, it's about mentally making sure that you've got the right mindset for things too.
Am I right in saying it must be that whole building? That's what they're all about?
Yeah, definitely, mate. And at the facility where Peak is, and you've been there before, Matty, you hit an Unco 3 off the backboard.
Went in.
Went in, definitely. That's what the scoreboard says. You got a 3-pointer. Well done.
Doesn't matter how it looks.
That's exactly right, because it looked honking.
Are you talking about ex-girlfriends or are you talking about basketball
here? We're talking about honking 3s.
Okay, all right. I'm back on, boys.
Yeah, I'm still not clear what you're talking about.
Yeah, so Spalding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right? Is that the brand?
Yes.
Wilson now, is it? Okay.
And everything at that facility is brilliant, and it really takes care of you. So it's a very nice environment. There's a sauna there.
He won a grand final too, didn't he?
He did. Shawnee up at Gawler. He plays for Gawler. He won best on ground.
Good on him.
Apparently in his after-match speech, he's like, all right, let's go back to the change rooms and have protein shakes.
Yeah, do they have like a big Gatorade thing where they throw protein shake all over?
Probably. I know. He's so ripped. Like, he's a bit shorter, Sean Baker, than most people.
Yeah.
But that also means, like in fitness terms, I really struggle to get any sort of definition in muscles because what they call it, like my levers are quite long, apart from the one lever that matters.
Boy,
definitely not.
You're like a tripod that doesn't work.
I like that tripod bottle opener. that is also a fridge magnet. Yeah, so he's just ripped. He looks like Jax from Sons of Anarchy, but he's a good guy too. And my wife and I, it's funny, my wife and I every Friday do yoga there as like couples yoga, and it's awesome. Like, it's funny to look at the transition I've made from a couple of weeks ago, just thinking everything negative about people who I used to work with who just cause so much anxiety. And now at the end of your yoga, you have this kind of meditation, and it's like, get all the negative thoughts out. As each week goes by, I'm having less negative thoughts about certain people.
Yep.
So it's a really nice kind of journey to go on and to see. I still can't touch my toes. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm so like not flexible.
But you're not negative.
So true, bro.
You know,
No, that's untrue.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm
We're the best team men.
I can't wait till you do the session which gets rid of the negativity about me.
I reckon you're getting vibes. Someone actually messaged me and said, are you and Matt fighting because you're not having as much banter on social media? So that's good. So, yeah, there's a lot coming up this round where we're going to be talking for about 30 minutes, and we'll tell you about Booze Team Men very soon too. We've got a radio story to get to, which is going to be brilliant. And I've got two surprises for you boys today. I want to leave one closer to the end.
Okay.
But remember, in the last round, our major sponsor, Con, he was a bit nervous about it. He wrote a rap song about Best Team Men.
I saw Con this morning. And
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I saw him and he turned to me. Let me start by he was wearing his Connolina t-shirt.
Brilliant.
Good on him. And he said to me, he goes, now be honest, was it shit? And I'm like, what? He didn't say anything. And he goes, my rap, I was absolutely shitting myself, he said. And I go, no, mate. We genuinely liked it. I said that reaction to us listening to it was legit because Jarrod and I hadn't heard it. I said Andy had only heard a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And no, we said it was great, and it actually legitimately was.
Yeah.
And we utilised it as our outro music now.
Yeah.
That's true. It was very good. So it was nice to see the man. He's a very busy man. Did you learn anything else about him?
Just the fact that he works his whole life, basically.
Yeah.
He was saying that this is a very busy time with football clubs and presentation nights and all that sort of stuff. So he was there doing trophies and stuff like that until about 10 o'clock last night, and he was back in at 10 to 6 this morning.
Wow.
So, yeah, not a lot of rest for him. I said, what are you doing on the weekend? You know, I was thinking he's going to put his feet up and have a few beers. He goes, I'm working.
He's working.
Yeah. So I said to him, look, obviously when it quietens down, pick a day and we'll go have a lunch and a drink with him and stuff like that, which
Definitely.
we've been saying for a while now.
No, but we will do that. Maddie, can I say something? This is unprepared, so this is a statement without notice, and I'm not hanging stuff on you. You're going to think that I'm not being genuine here when I say this.
Right.
You look amazing.
Thanks.
Like, so, even within a week.
Glowing.
No, you've lost more weight.
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah.
Can you notice that?
Yeah,
I don't know
healthy.
if that's just me. Like, what's going on?
Well, obviously I lost a lot of weight earlier in the year when I was getting back to try and play footy, and then when I kept tearing hamstrings, I kept just, putting weight back on because I couldn't run and I was eating shit, and so I put a bit back on and jumped on the scales and thought, oh, no, I don't want to go back to where I was, so time to pull my head in a little bit, and the last 2-3 weeks I've made a real conscious effort of not eating crap.
So you're pregnant?
Yes.
I'm really bloated.
I'm just not pregnant, just eating good. So
No, you look very good.
thanks.
I watched that thing on Netflix. I don't know if I messaged you guys the American. What's it?
The murder one.
Yeah, it's American.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, so it was all in the news last year about this guy in Colorado that it makes me feel sick saying it. Like, he murdered his wife and 2 daughters.
Okay.
Like, and it's fucked.
Tell him why he did that.
Yeah, so he was having an affair with another woman, and she wasn't putting pressure on him or anything, but him and his wife were going through issues. And the funniest thing to see, because the thing that wasn't shown in the media last year, because it was publicised all around the world, is that when he got married to her name is it's very American, but originally you read it, her name is Shannon, but her name is Shanann.
Oh my God. It's fucking Shannon, all right?
Yeah, but rest in peace, Shannon.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Shanann.
Yeah,
Shanann.
It's your t-shirt.
No, don't do it.
Have you seen that guy? Have you seen that guy's like, he can't say beginning? He's like, in the beginning. Oh my God. Have you seen that?
Nope.
No.
So,
All right,
I don't know what videos you're looking up. But
yeah, so she basically went missing, and then the police body cam showed everything. So he's just rocked up at home. He's like, yeah, g'day, police officers. How are you? I haven't seen her. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Oh, phone's here. Yeah, that was her lifeline. And
their
everything.
blankets are gone. And
It was nuts. So then the next door neighbour goes, yeah, I've got 24/7 security tape
Oh my God.
from my house.
Yeah.
And you can see him watching the tape, and there's a moment where he puts his hands on his head because you can see next to this guy's driveway, Chris, I think his name was, his car reversed back into the driveway, and you can't see him loading. It sounds horrible saying it, like loading their bodies into it.
Yeah.
So he leaves, and then the neighbour goes to the cops. Yeah, that's not right, man. Yeah, something's not right here. It's like,
he's
go to
dobbed him in.
CSI. So then he's gone and had a polygraph. And what they show in this Netflix thing is that the polygraph, the woman is incredible. She's like, yeah, thanks for doing it, being his friend. She's like, now, look, you know you'd be really silly to take this polygraph if you're guilty. He's like, yeah, like really silly. Yeah. No, what I'm saying is you would be an idiot to take this polygraph. And he's going, yeah, I get it. So he fails the polygraph.
Jesus.
And then they get his dad in and he admits to his dad. But I think there's a moment where his dad goes to him, now, mate, did Shanann, take the lives of the girls? And he's had a light bulb moment. He's like, yeah, I'm going to throw her under the bus here. So he does. Yeah. And he says that she did it. And then
he did it out of retaliation, basically.
Yeah, it goes down that he got the death penalty, but to get away from the death penalty, he pled guilty that he did it all, and it's disgusting how he did it, and it makes, as a father of kids but also daughters, it's a horrible thing to watch how a dad can do that. But what's interesting is that the transformation that he made, which we didn't see last year, when he got married to Shanann, he was quite large, like not overly large, but he lost about 50 kilos.
Wow.
And he was just ripped, like he just turned ripped, and that's where people were going, well, that's a telltale sign if you do it. So, Maddie, are you having an affair?
Wow, that is a long way to get there. A long way. I did not see that one coming. No, I'm not. I'm actually going on my honeymoon, so soon.
Oh,
Yeah, well done.
Thanks, yeah.
Where you going?
Port Douglas.
Porties.
Yeah, the old Port Douglas.
If you go to dinner, go to the QT Hotel.
Okay.
Because they have a buffet there, but they try and make it wanky and all nice. But instead of calling it a buffet, they call it an interactive marketplace.
Oh my
It's
God.
literally a buffet.
Well, I don't think buffets work that well anymore with the whole COVID thing, right?
Yeah, you'll get packaged up food.
Yeah, you go up and get yourself a server roast with a side of COVID and you're away.
Yeah,
So you go get a side of box and then off you go.
Good luck playing Spot the Aussie up there as well.
Oh, that's not racist.
Hey, just touching back on this documentary.
We're talking about US and European travel.
Oh, wow. Yeah, can't do that anymore.
Yeah, well, they'd all be stuck here. They'd be people that have been here for 10 months probably.
That'd be a great place to get stuck, though.
Oh, yeah.
Expensive place to get stuck.
Humid.
Yeah.
Human.
My hair might go curly up there.
Very true.
Yeah.
I like you with that hair.
Thanks.
Yeah, what about the hair on your head? Continue.
How calm was Chris?
No,
through it
let's
all?
get back. Let's get back.
Okay.
How calm was Chris?
Mate, he's a nutcase.
So there's underlying issues there. Like if he's just knocked off his wife and two daughters in the way that he's done it, and he remained calm and
Yeah, there's something wrong with that.
It's
Hey.
horrible.
yeah, there's something going on there.
He's getting love letters in prison. I read
that's
yesterday,
wrong too.
and I think
Oh, so it's made him a celebrity.
Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What the difficult thing is you can't process how someone can get to a point where they do that.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're a parent.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it. Like that is what makes me uncomfortable. And I'm curious about this stuff just to see, because I followed the story last year, but it's just ridiculous.
Some people are just wired differently.
Yeah.
It's just
I think
a
so.
fact of life, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
Too much gluten. So,
Your Honour. Jeez.
What's your defence?
Okay, now is it time that we drop one of these surprises?
Yes, please. Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's do it.
what are we doing?
Okay, so Matt, over the weekend, I was listening to radio and I heard something that I had to pull over the car and think, this is Matt's like spirit animal right here. So this year we've spoken about Triple M and their footy broadcast. How we probably think in some areas it hasn't been the best for them.
Brian, it's been tough though, like no games and stuff like that early on, but
yeah, but sometimes it becomes a bit too in, which is what they pride themselves on. But we think the traditional Saturday rub was brilliant with Gary Lyon and Danny Frawley and James Brayshaw. Damien Barrett's quite polarising because you can hear him especially over Zoom, and he does this kind of laugh because there's a bit of delay. So someone's talking, and you can hear him go.
Oh my God! But it's a minute after they've said the funny thing. Like they're like, he does it when they're talking about someone's done a knee and they're out for the rest of their life.
Yeah, that's a good point, JB. Let's talk about some footy news. So then I heard.
Do you think that's his indicator to pull into the lane of talking? So he's sitting there with his indicator on, waiting for someone to give him a bit of breathing space, and then he jumps in and says his bit.
Man, you can hear. We'll get to.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how that works.
It's so true. My camera's not
Beavis
working.
and Butthead.
So anyway, I heard this and I thought this is brilliant because this has brought back the love for the Saturday rub, and your man who you once stitched up with an event, Brian Taylor. Have a listen to this.
He loves a bit of.
One can of Fanta.
My man.
He loves Fanta. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm adding people to the pack. So, we've got BT now, your wife, all Fanta lovers with me. So I'm slowly gaining some momentum with the Fanta world.
Cool. You guys both looked at me and I was like, yeah, I hate oranges.
I love a lemon though.
Yeah, yep.
That was the microphone. Okay, there's plenty more coming up. Let's quickly talk about Odd Sock Mob Boys because they have supported us. They've given us some socks. This was before you joined, Matty. So we need, Andy. So we need to get you a pair of socks.
Yeah, I think it was a week before.
Yeah,
we got all the good stuff out of the way before you. So
I can't wait to get mine as well.
Haven't you got a pair?
Nope.
Oh no.
See, he's been a little bit selfish there at the beginning.
Okay, so we were going to give away a pair of Odd Socks, but maybe we should give them to the people on the podcast. So
give us your socks right now.
Yeah, Odd Sock Mob. Can you please send
Jarrod, give us your socks.
Oh, I'm wearing Port Adelaide socks.
Oh, you probably keep them.
Okay, thank you. So, we need to get Matt and Andy a pair of Odd Socks. And if you share this podcast, say something nice, give us a rating, give us a review. Yeah, just say something nice. Then what we will do is put you in the running to wear a pair of Odd Socks.
Can that go on a T-shirt?
Yeah, right.
Say something nice.
Say something nice fast, Dave.
During the month of October, Odd Sock Mob are doing something on their Facebook page. They're raising money for mental health awareness, and what they want people to do is wear your Odd Socks to work. So go to their Facebook page. You can follow us as well. What's our Facebook?
Facebook.com/Best Team Men.
What's our Instagram?
At Best Team Men.
And Matty, you're on the Twitter. What's our Twitter account?
Matty B, Matt Burgess, Matty B _1, Matty B Burner 01
at Best Team Men.
Yeah, awesome. So
/Jarrod Walsh.
If you share this podcast and just make sure you put the hashtag in of Odd Sock Mob, then we'll know you're interested to win a pair of socks.
Do you know much about them, like how they started? Was it something to do with charity and then they sort of grew from there? Or
yeah, I don't. I'll be honest with you. So I'll do some research over the next week. But all I know is that
Andy's face.
They reached out to another podcast, to Pressbox Ep, and Pressbox Ep shut them down. They're like, "Nah, we don't need a sponsor." Well, obviously you do.
We don't share sponsors, they reckon.
Yeah.
Far out.
I know.
Because I'm almost certain Coca-Cola don't sponsor anyone else other than one team in the world
so
or
true.
Something like
and
that.
With our podcast, at least all of the members rock up to every episode all around. So
especially when they have a guest on.
That's very true.
Yes,
anyway, that's just a bit of a drive-by there. No humming and ahhing about it. Let's move on, boys.
Yes. Hey, you've done a website.
Oh, yeah, I updated my website. I don't want this round just to be about me, but let's continue.
It has been and it will continue to be.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you think of a radio story that you've got a radio story you'll get to in a second.
Yeah, the legal ones?
No. Well, we have to kind of be legal. Yeah, so I have updated my website, and it's been an absolute nightmare because I got someone to do it a couple of years ago, and this person basically ended up not getting back to messages and emails and stuff. And I'm trying to learn something new every week while I don't have a job. So I'm just trying to go, I want to learn a new skill. You saw me last week when you stole all my bread at the cafe, Maddie, when I was working. And this week it was, okay, I want to blow up my website and start again. And I'm stoked with how it actually came out. But what I'm finding, the biggest issue is I tried to change my email address from my Nova one to my personal one on the Crazy Domains website. So I've gone to a live chat. So I'm like, all right, cool. I want to talk to this bloke. And he's basically gone, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to send an email just to verify it's you to jwalsh@novaentertainment.com.au. And I'm real passive-aggressive going, hey, bro, no, the point of me speaking here is to say you can't access that. I need you to change it. He's like, great. So what I need from you is photo identification with a signed letter saying you give authorization to change your email address to your personal one. I said, sweet, no worries, man. Bought a print of $60 on the weekend, so I did that. I scanned in my ID and I've sent in an email. Hello, I am speaking on live chat. Please change my email. Jarrod Walsh. So I've said to him, mate, I've just sent that through. He said, great, give me 5 minutes. I will check. I'm sitting there going, 5 minutes. Anyway, the website froze. I had to refresh, go back into the Crazy Domains chat. Comes back. Hello, sir. Yeah, we need a signed letter. I'm like, are you serious? Yes, sir. Great. So all I've done is printed the email and just signed the bottom of it, sent it back in. Hey, man, is that all good? Let me just check. 5 minutes later. And I'm thinking, for fuck's sake, like, how long is this going to take?
Yeah.
Taken half an hour already. Hey, sir, everything is good except we need a handwritten letter. I'm thinking, what the fuck? I just need to change this email. And I understand they got these security things. So then I've just written on a piece of paper, see above. And I signed Jarrod. And he's like, hello, sir, give me 5 minutes. Comes back, yeah, all looks good. Thank you. We've changed the email. It is a nightmare.
I'm surprised they were nice. I would expect going to a company like Crazy Domains for their chat people or tech people to be like, hey, man, what's going on? You guys want a domain change? You want an email change? I can do that. Wow. Yeah, let's do that right now. Let's do that. You're Jarrod. Jarrod, right? Yeah, let's do this. J-Walsh. Yeah, J-Walsh. J-Bomb, yeah. Like, J-Walsh sounds like J-Walk. Yeah. You like J-Walk?
What do you guys like with telemarketers and when you go to those bots?
I often wonder what they look like, the people that I'm talking to.
You know, roulette,
have you seen that?
Here, what are you wearing?
There was a
know what you look like.
There was a thing on BBC. It popped up on my Facebook.
What BBC? Okay,
yeah, like, you know, the British.
The porno one?
Because the porno one is very different.
No, different one. So the news company.
Same amount of dickheads, though, am I right? Just kidding. I love everyone at the BBC. The porn one. Sorry. Move forth.
There was a guy who he hacked into call centres
in India.
Cameras in India.
Yeah.
And rang him up.
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah. And he rang him up and, you know, the Indian guy was like, yeah, it's a beautiful day here in California. You should come visit and stuff like that. And the guy's like, I don't think you're in California. And the telemarketer was like, yes, sir, it's a lovely day. You should come and visit. Let me know when you come and we'll hang out. And the guy's like, mate, I'm watching you right now.
They're so
It was
bad.
phenomenal.
Well, yeah, I was on a phone call last week with the head of a thing, right? And he said to me about Kangaroo Island because he's from the UK, he's based in New Zealand. And I was like, oh, nice local reference. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I learnt that from a mate of mine who works in a call centre in Indonesia. And basically in their big call centres, they've got screens for every single, state or capital city, wherever they're servicing. And it has the weather, the local sports teams.
Are you talking about Workday Radio?
Yeah, I'm talking about Nova 919 Adelaide.
Done
for
now,
everyone
Singapore.
I was going to do an accent, but I thought I'd better not. Anyway,
it was hard for me not to do on.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Yeah, but speaking of Nova, we used to actually have this thing that we used to do where we'd talk to each other, right?
Oh, so
you know what I'm talking about?
Human interaction.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do this radio story here.
Okay.
So Andy and I have this amazing chemistry at work where you're fortunate to work with a friend.
Yeah.
So we'd train at the gym in the morning, and that's a great thing. Like you kind of find when you leave a business that you take friends with you and some of the other work colleagues. Like, it's a pretty hard transition at times. You go, I thought we were friends, but then you go, actually, we're work colleagues, you know. So,
especially when it's like 10, 20 years of your life, right?
Yeah, I think so. So Andy and I just made our own fun no matter what. You've heard some of the songs that we did because we were in a pretty high, stressful environment, pretty tense. So those little fun moments were the moments that really made us go, let's have a bit of a laugh and then go back and do what we normally do. And what we normally did was Andy and I went to the gym. We had pre-workout and a protein shake at the same time, which meant our body clocks were very similar. And as soon as we finished at the gym, we would probably go to the bathroom at the same time. And in the Nova toilets, there were 2 cubicles next to one another. So Andy and I had code. And that code was to identify that one of us was in the cubicle sitting next to the other. One of the things I did was I leant over to see what shoes were there. And sometimes it was one of my old bosses who took his shoes off. And I'm like, that's weird. And he also took his pants off.
And we'll get into that story just after this one because it is amazing. Or do you want to leave it for Booze Team Man?
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think we'll leave that for
All
Booze
right,
Team
yeah,
Man.
cool.
Talk through the code that we had.
So literally the code was door would open up. Then you would walk in and then you'd go, And if the other person came back and went, you knew that was one of us.
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Am I right?
Yeah, but 2 things happened. A lot of the times it wasn't us. They're really enjoying that.
Is this door see-through that I'm like in the cubicle? Because he just made a sound that sounded like he liked me.
Yeah, and then this one time Andy and I got involved in a bit of tennis where we were just going back and forth. So we'll give you an example. I'll be Jarrod.
I'll be Andy.
I'm
Andy.
Lyndon.
I've got 3 of us in a 2-man cubicle. This is like one of those nightclubs. Anyway,
The door opens.
yeah. Right.
The footsteps. It's great.
Oh, there's an elephant in there. There's 4
Right,
feet.
We sit down and then there's a Oh! And then all of a sudden, door opens.
Oh, no. Third person comes in.
And it was our videographer who was filming a video for a client outside the toilet, and he said,
Hey guys, do you mind clipping it down? Because we can actually hear everything that's going on in here. Out there where we're recording with the client and the talent for a very expensive video. So all that would hear was this like in the background.
Oh, surely that's a sign to just keep going.
"Oh, it was."
But
nuts,
it became a tradition that ever since that point, we'd always make reference to that incident whenever we were in those toilets doing that.
Yeah, it was.
So,
it was amazing.
I'm very interested to hear about your boss that took his pants off.
Okay, we'll save that for Booze Team Men. That is going to be, that's basically out now, so you can have a listen to Booze Team Men too.
We're going to get to what grinds your gears.
Yeah, do that, Matty.
Let's
please.
do that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
So,
do you want me to do a sound effect?
Yeah.
Oh, it's stuck. Is that a grinding gears?
That's horrible.
yeah, well done. Yep.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to start. One thing that drives, especially when I'm driving, if there's like roadworks it's 2 lanes and there's roadworks, say, in the left lane and everyone's merging over to the right lane.
Yeah.
And as soon, to me, etiquette is as soon as you see that you have to get into the right lane, you get the fuck over.
Yep.
Yes,
Right,
yep.
People that drive all the way to the very end and hit the roadworks and then try and force their way in.
Oh, yeah.
Grinds the shit out of my gears.
Great point.
Yep, 100%.
What about some of the road workers as well? There's 4 blokes standing there, and you you end up hating the people.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're standing there on your phone. What are you doing? Maybe you could probably help and make this whole process go faster.
That's right.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
One of the things that grinds my gears, and I had my father-in-law over the weekend, who thankfully hasn't listened to the podcast, but this isn't related. But I think working in the audio industry, and I'm so used to wearing noise cancelling headphones or earbuds or whatever, which really help you identify sounds. And when I listen to digital radio and I hear older people speak on the radio, you can hear their lips kind of smacking together, or people eating on the radio. And I found a bit of audio from listening to an older person radio station, and just listen. We're going to play this a couple of times. Listen very closely to the noises which come out of these people's mouths.
Well, you might be totally...
And people think, look at that.
Because he's walking...
Wow. So I'm going to play that once more time.
Yeah.
That is someone's just mouth.
Well, you might be totally...
And people think, look at that.
Because he's walking...
Sounds like a fish that's come out of water.
Have a listen.
It's so disgusting. What grinds your gears, Andy?
Well, I was going to come back into...
Another physical appearance.
Someone messaged us today saying, yeah, Andy, I agree with you about the fringes.
I told you. A lot of people think it. They just don't say it out loud. I was going to, off the back of Maddie's, driving issues. The same thing happens. Do you guys both drive on Anzac Highway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Turning left onto to head down Morfett Road, where the
Macca's is.
Yes. And it'll be peak hour. You'll be sitting in the line. You get right up to the front. You're either about to pull into Macca's and get some absolute gorgeous food, or you're going to turn left. I don't know why I said gorgeous. Anyway, shuts the kids up. That's what it does.
Yes.
And then people pull in right at the end. Is absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Apart from the day that I saw someone have an accident because they did that, and part of me felt pretty good about that.
So it just kicked you in the leg.
Yeah, was it you that had the accident? But grinding gears.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's quickly put some people on the plaque.
Yep.
I'll give some info about Port Pirates.
Yep.
Then I've got a surprise for you boys.
Oh, here we go. Another one. Well, I'll go first with the plaque. I'm going to put Con's son up there.
What's his name?
Can't tell you.
Okay.
Because I don't know. But
Great.
he's the one that actually produced the beat to Con's song.
Love that. Con, tell us your kids' names, mate, so we can give them a shout out and we'd love to meet them. You are on.
Feel like it's Sam. Just a thought.
Fair enough.
You know what's weird? Con is on Twitter,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he is.
But with a C.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, he's Con with a K.
And on his name tag, it's K.
Maybe he couldn't get the Twitter handle he
true.
wanted.
I don't know, man. It's a burner account. Yeah, you're putting on the plaque.
I'm going to put on Popey, who we spoke about last week.
Yep.
His wife, who listened in, she also owns the Panache, I think you call it, ballet school at Blackwood. Danny's her name, and she actually gets all of the trophies and medals for the ballet school done down at Brighton Trophy Centre with the Con.
Amazing.
I'm putting Toby Skip Strudwick on the plaque. He during the week he had his 1000th Quizmeisters
that's massive.
presentation. So congratulations to him. He actually did a trivia for Powderfinger over the past few weeks. So it's really good reputation. He's a music guy at the Adelaide 36ers, and he sent us some information about doing something involved with Shifty Lizard, I think. I didn't really understand.
It was a live podcast.
Yeah, at the Brew...
I'll tell you.
Yeah, so we all didn't really read it.
No, it's the same people that put on the Adelaide Barbecue Beer and Barbecue Festival. But it's called something else.
You got your carton of beer from that yet? Maybe we can talk about that next round.
We certainly can.
Okay, so you've got a good radio story. Next round, I've got a radio story as well about. I do need to get to how I gave away thousands of dollars of Sam Smith tickets. Port Pirates Junior Best and Fairest is on the 11th of October, which is Sunday. If you are listening on the 9th or the 10th of October, the boys are 3 away games. So they've got 3 away games. They're not at home at the moment. Okay. The seniors are 4th on the ladder with 33 points. Goal difference is very good. So when they have their next home game, we are going. There's no excuses. We are going. We'll be able to lock that in. I don't have to do the film festival stuff anymore. And
how's the Sunsets going for you guys?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, this. Yeah, gosh. All right. So let's get to the surprise. Andy, do you have Spotify on your phone?
I've actually got a bed here if you want to do it.
Well, I found one.
When people are listening to this right now, I've said bed. What I mean is not a physical bed, so you can do some stuff on top of that. I'm talking about an instrumental of a song.
So I'm just okay. Well, let's use it because this is supposed to be just off the cuff. So Con last week released a rap song about us, best team men, and I thought it was fitting that I would respond with a song.
Oh wow!
So Andy's got a bet. How long does it go for?
However you want it to go for.
Okay.
We'll just fade it out.
Oh, okay. So it's long enough. And keep in mind, this is just a quick in the car on the way here. It might be shit. I've got to feel my way through the beat. I'm not Eminem.
Well, you haven't heard this song yet either. So
No, I'm not even Bangs.
Is he still going?
On the Facebook, yeah.
Imagine when Nova
He's at
was
the-
trying to get him going.
He's at the
Massive.
movies. He's at the movies.
Take it to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movie,
Popcorn.
shorty. All right. This is for Connolina, okay?
It's your boy.
Yeah, this will work. All right. It's going to be a bit quick, so we'll see how we go.
This is live too, by the way.
Yeah.
Boys, you need to be involved. Here we go. When I say Connor, you say Lena. Connor.
Lena.
Connor.
Lena.
When I say Connor, you say Lena.
Lena.
Connor. All right, so we know how to start. Here we go. I've been told to write a song. Look, I promise it won't take long. It's about my man Con. You see, me and Matty B got together in 2019. It's been a while since we've seen each other. He's like my long-lost lover or a brother lover. Right, that's wrong. So let's move on and focus on why we're here in the studio, the Oscar studio. It would be rude, you know, to not mention Andy Martin. The guy loves farting. He said, boys, if you're bored, feel free to record in the setup we got. It doesn't cost a lot and you can say what you feel. Just keep it real. So BTM began and we had no fans until our hero came along. Oh yes, his name is motherfucking Con. He jumped on board every time we pressed record, and even when we were shit, he said he still loved it. Pretty soon after, Andy caused more laughter and he joined the crew. Matty said that's me and you, and I mean this is when I say Connolina, you are our favourite. You're our biggest supporters and we love you more than our daughters. The Brighton Trophy Centre caters for any adventure. It's right there on Brighton Road, so go and get your trophies made or get laid at the massage place next door. Con, you cheeky little whore. All right, whether you play footy, cricket or love a jog, hey, Matty's dad, you're a bloody dog. Our podcast is fun, we laugh, and I cause lots of wind. I don't know what else to say apart from, hi, I'm Lyndon. Connolina, thanks for having our back. You are our number one name on the damn plaque. Family for life, we love you and your mantra. Now let's all sit back, relax, and have a Fanta.
That is amazing. Oh, that's tremendous.
Thanks, boys.
I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, see you next round.
Well, let's wrap it up with a bit of Con.
Yeah!
To you by the Brighton Trophy Centre. Cups, trophy, badges, medals. Yeah, we do it better. Best team, man. BTC, BTM, BTS. Yeah. Best team, man. Oh, yeah. Sweet. That's good.
Oscast.
Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award winning Oscast network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Oscast.
Simply head to oscastnetwork.com for details.